Welcome back to part 2 of this Col de Madeleine double. First off, if you've not seen part 1, where were you? Secondly, you find a link to it here, because I'm not going to repeat myself too much. Just left Le Chambre, which is the gateway to the Col de Madeleine from the south side. This is in the Morin Valley, which is home to many other classic climbs, such as the Col de Glibier, which hopefully you've seen my video for that already. So from this side the climb's 19 kilometres if you're starting from that sign back there. If you start from Valley Bottom, it's about 20 kilometres, and again almost exactly the same elevation gain as from the other side. You start at just over 400 metres and yeah, obviously you top out at the same spot. So yeah, very symmetrical, very satisfying. Obviously it's a short climb from this side, which means it's on average steeper, just under 8%. It's also more consistent as well, with less up and down. So the steepest kilometre is 10%, but I don't think there's anything quite as steep as on the other side. So you start off with a fairly gentle first kilometre again at 6%, just to ease you into it. Second kilometre is already 8%. It hovers around 8% for most of the way up now. So from this side there's actually 2 or 3 different ways you can start the lower half of the climb. I'm going up what I assume is the most main road, because it's the one that came down, so I know where I'm going. But yeah, we'll end up at the same place obviously, and they're all very similar. Just one's on each side of the valley and one is kind of at the valley bottom. First challenge for me today is not to throw up, because I just stuffed a load of not particularly healthy food in my face, because I'll need the calories later. Second challenge is to get up and over before dark, which is not looking particularly likely, but there we are. So the Col de Glandon, another popular tour col, is up that way, and then the Col de Glibier, one valley further up in that direction. So yeah, the climb's some thick and fast down here. I've not seen a mile marker in a while, so I don't actually know how steep this bit is, but I feel like this is definitely the steepest bit so far. Could be the steepest bit of the whole climb. Maybe 11 or 12 kilometres to go. This must be over 10%. Just stopped because there's a traffic light in front of me. The road works. Yeah, that bit was just over 11 kilometres to go, and it's steeper than this bit, so at least 9, probably 10%. Around about halfway up at this little hamlet of the Planet. Good spot to put your water bottles, just over there. So there's no need to carry full water all the way from the bottom, unless it's really hot of course. Plus you can stop for a beer or whatever as well at a little restaurant. So yeah, nice little rest stop to bear in mind. $5k to go. Got to make it before dark. It's going to be touch and go. But got no choice. My car's on the other side. It's a pretty ugly ski resort this. Yeah. Made it just after 8 PM. It's nearly pitch black. I've got the light of the moon up here to help see the way, but when I drop down into the trees, won't be able to see a thing. So have to hope some good Samaritan is driving down and picks me up, but given that I've seen virtually no one on the way up, chances are slim to none. But oh well, At least with no one being on the road, at least it makes it safer, I guess. In theory, I could be down in half an hour if there was daylight, but I'm going to take it a lot slower than that, partly because it's cold, mainly because it's dark. At least I haven't bonked today, or had heat stroke. As you can see, I made it down in one piece yesterday. Descending the top half by moonlight was actually relatively straightforward. Nearly a full moon. For much of it, you're out in the open, so you can see the road really well. Obviously I just had to take it careful because you couldn't see all the little cracks and stones on the road, but it was fine. Got about halfway down when you started to get into the trees, and then it was pitch black. So I thought I'd try hitching. Took a little rest and saw the only vehicle's headlights I'd seen all evening coming down the road. Stuck my thumb out, looked miserable, and it drove right past me. But I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna have to ride down anyway. But then, lo and behold, they came back. They couldn't pick me up because it was a van and they were full, but they drove the rest of the way down behind me, illuminating the way with the headlights, which was actually probably the better option, because it meant that I got to finish the route and I didn't stink the car out. So, all in all, yeah, I got lucky, but it's a good day, good climb, good ride. I had fun. So now, on to today's mission, which I'm actually halfway up already. The Col de la Loze, between Courchevel and Maribel. So yeah, tune in for the next video to see how I get on there.